with Florian.
Boom, boom. Hit it hard, Fraser. Hit it hard. Hit it hard, Fraser. Hit it hard, hit it hard. Hit it hard, fool. Okay. What?
What happened?
You're like, get over it.
Rockin' and jump balls. What's up, Weller?
What's up, Frage?
Shit, dude. Back in the saddle. Ooh, that's turned.
Yeah.
That's turned, dude. I don't know how you listen to it that loud, dude. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but it was staticky now.
Dude, that was too loud, man. So what's up, man? What do we got going?
I gotta hit it. Just echoing. Right there.
Go ahead. Yeah,
Right
it's too loud for me, man.
Right there.
Hello.
No,
I need you to talk.
Hello. See
yeah,
how?
I can't hear you right there.
Yeah, right there.
Let's see if we turn this. This one ain't doing nothing.
Here.
I hear what you're saying. There's like a distortion.
Here. Let's do this.
Turn those ones down. Turn it down. Oh, that's still distortion, man. We're gonna have to do a second take here.
No, it's all good. You put it right here. Or you don't put
think
it right
so?
there. Put it right there.
I don't know.
I can sound. It sounds good now to me.
Hello.
You got sensitive ears.
Hello. I think you're just losing hearing, dude.
No, I am. Yeah. Oh yeah. I can't hear shit.
I went shooting yesterday. I couldn't hear for like 2 hours afterwards.
I always say, What? What'd you say? I can't fucking hear nothing. I don't know what the fuck these guys are saying.
I love it, dude. I don't think I'm gonna have a problem when I start to lose my hearing.
What? You don't want to hear shit?
Because I don't want to listen to people anyways, dude.
Yeah, no shit. I tune people out all the time.
Well, I don't mind people. Most people I don't mind. I'm just talking family members. So what's the day, man? What are we talking?
Sunday,
Sunday.
February 17th.
The 17th. Did you have a good Valentine's Day, man?
Yeah, we went out to dinner. We went to that Kobe Steakhouse in Elk Grove. The hibachi.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually had the day off because it was raining, so most of the day, and I went and bought something. Of course, I'm a woman because I bought something for my lady. Yeah. But whatever.
Yeah,
we were talking at work, and people at work are fucking like, oh, fuck, that's pussy shit. You're going to go buy your lady some shit? I'm like, oh, you're going to try to convince me not to buy something so I get in trouble? You're fucking an idiot, dude.
Dude, I got my wife a bunch of stuff, some yoga stuff, some bras. I got her a workout bench. She's been wanting a pinch.
Oh, okay. I went to Bed Bath & Beyond.
You know she got me, man?
Bath & Body Works or something like that.
Super thoughtful. I've always wanted an old school pencil sharpener for my workbench in the garage.
Uh-huh.
She got me one, dude.
Oh, that's cool.
Dude, it was a really thoughtful thing.
Yeah.
I was like, fucking.
Aw.
I know, man. That's true love, dude.
I just wanted to card some socks. Well, you get shout outs. Give you shout outs.
We'll do our what's ups, man. If you guys don't know, this is our 1 year anniversary show.
Oh.
Dude, we've made 52 episodes. 2 of them got kicked off, so this would be our 53rd episode.
Oh, okay. All right. It's not about necessarily episodes, but it's about the time.
We had one really good. We're going to hit over some old shows we did, but we had one really good show where I was telling you the acid story, right? When me and my sister were up at
That was probably the best one that didn't get put on.
I know, man, because we were fucking sincerely laughing and crying and shit.
We tried to recreate it, but you can't recreate fucking honest humor.
Yeah. But it was fucking when we did the show. It came out like
because you caught me on surprise when you told me that. Like I wasn't waiting. I was like, wait, what?
That's the best shit.
No, like,
or what? Last week when I said bitches be bitches, you lost it again.
Oh yeah, that was funny shit, dude. That was legit.
So what's up? So what's up, Derek Farron, Vicky Ramos, R.I.P. Mario. Love you. He was a co-worker, friend of mine. Passed away a few years ago, but what's up, Mario? Shane Thomas. What's up, Nathan Tosta? We don't got our finger on who this one is, but Floodlit One, thanks for replying. Thanks for fucking putting down comments because it's one of the top commenters, right?
Mm-hmm. He probably won't tell you either way because he don't want his old lady to know he listens.
I know, right?
Because of the small brains and all.
What's up, Sherry K. Wilson? What's up, D. Gold? What's up, Daniel Garcia? What's up, Sally, you upside down picker?
Ooh, Sally.
That girl. That girl. And this is one of my all-time favorite handles, Space Crackers. What's up, Space Crackers? And then our special shout-out this week goes to an old neighbor of mine back from when we was kids. I tried to hump her in the closet.
Who's this?
Well, we'll get to it. She's from Princeton, Texas. She's a financial analyst. She's part of the Southdale court crew, and she was a Farsight Falcon in 1979, Miss Niles class. What's up, Christy Jacobson?
Oh, your first love. Okay.
KJ. I did. I tried to hump her. I remember that, dude.
Yeah, but back then you were trying to hump pillows. You didn't give a fuck.
Fucking hump anything, dude. You don't know. When you're little and you get boners, you don't know, dude. You just...
Oh, when you first time you jacked off in that shit cake, you're like, what the fuck was that?
Did I break it?
Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
I'm in trouble. I need to wake up the doctor.
Pus is coming out. Pus is coming out.
Mom, something happened.
You got fucking shit all over your parents' fucking, what was it back then? It was like velvet pillows.
Oh, fucking stuffed animals, dude.
Yeah, you showed me stuffed animals. I didn't even know about that. I was like, what? Oh, shit.
That shit worked, dude.
Frazier was ahead of his time.
Masturbating genius.
Yeah. No, you can use a Coke can. You don't have to cut yourself. Watch. Yeah. What?
What's up, what's ups?
How do you want to get this party started?
Let's get down with the get down, dude. So, first of all, we'll start off with a fact. This came out from Don Lemon and Wolf Blitzer. They were running on the line.
The ticker taker?
Ticker taper on the bottom, yeah. It said, CNN fact, women have 17% smaller brains.
There you go again, dude.
So
there you go again. You're just joking.
I know.
Characters on TV.
I'm just playing, dude, but it's still an ongoing joke at the house. It's funny.
It's funny. It's not true because women actually are smarter than men.
This doesn't have anything to do about intelligence. We're just talking about mass.
Mass brain size, the frontal cortex.
I got a big head, so I win that one with my wife all the time. She's like, your brain is not bigger than mine. I said, okay, really? Put my hat on. Proven.
Facts.
So what's up? We'll do our start off with the 1 year anniversary show. And I want to say what's up today too. It's my mom's birthday. She's turning 60 today.
Oh, yes.
Yep. And you know, she had me when she got pregnant with me. When she was yeah, there you go, Granny Sam. So she got pregnant with me when she was 15. My dad was like 26. So right there, it's just bad. I mean, even back in the 70s, that was still bad, dude.
Start killing it back then, huh?
And, you know, he was a horrible alcoholic, and he just had this little girl, and I mean, my mom struggled, and she had a real hard life. And
so we're talking about Don?
Donnie, yeah.
Okay, because remember the last time you told me that.
John, that's John, yeah.
Okay.
But that's biological, you know, whatever. But back to Granny Sam, she had a real hard life, and I mean, she dealt with demons, and she got her life together probably about 7 or 8 years ago now, and she's been fucking working hard, taking care of herself, you know, living for the Lord, not doing any drugs, and
that's good.
Even though, you know, she put, like I said, I had a really rough childhood, but I wouldn't give it up for nothing. It helped me make me who I am today, but I don't tell her enough, and I just want to tell her, you know, I love you, and thank you for being there, and we're going to have a good day today for your birthday. Got some surprises coming, so happy birthday. Damn, with the sound effects today, dude. And then we got a fucking search for a $1992 bill.
Oh, is that what you want?
Yeah, so if anybody has a $1992 bill, we want to put it up on our little business thing with, you know, the business license and our first dollar made. We still haven't made $1 yet, but we want a $1992.
So everybody send in $1.
No, just send in $1 if it's a $1992, and then when your postage gets here, we'll fucking send it back to you.
Where are they sending it to?
Dude, it's not hard to find. It's not hard to find my address.
Yeah, he said send it, but they're like, where do I send it to?
Yeah. P.O. Box Weller's house.
If you see him walking in the street.
You can send it. I'll fucking post a link for the dollar bill thing, and then Another thing we're going to jump off today is our fucking, what's it called? Instagram?
Oh, you want to start an Instagram?
Yeah, we're going to start an Instagram account for fellas, so hopefully that turns shit out.
I don't know nothing about that shit, dude.
We don't, dude. And our IT guy's fucking an old dinosaur. He needs to fucking up his game, but we're on the process, too, of getting to iHeart or Skitcher, whichever one accepts us first. Well, then you'll be able to do the podcast.
It's a bidding war.
Yeah. Since we have so many sponsors and we've had fucking some unbelievable guests over
Sponsored
the year.
by Ace Hardware.
Over the last year, so there we go. I guess we could roll on the anniversary stories, dudes, because there were some good stories this past year. I mean, we put out a show every week. There's a couple weeks we put out 2 shows.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been fucking keeping it real, but I think one of the epic stories we told was about the fucking toothbrush in Hyde's ass. So let's relive that one, Weller.
The toothbrush in Hyde's ass?
Toothbrush in Hyde's ass.
So we could go back in time. Okay. Stupid. We're both thinking the same fucking thing.
In my mind, there was a little thing going like a.
Okay, I'll go back. Back in the day, this was okay. Let's start this. Let's give them a whole setup. So back in the day, this is before Jackass. This is before any kind of fucking
reality television.
Anything
shit.
you could emulate on TV. Like
Yeah.
we were doing this fucking just. Well, I'd say mainly Mr. Hyde. So we go to parties all the time, right? We go to the parties all the time, and our boy would.
People would have parties and they would say, "You guys are not invited."
Yes. Because
we turned it up.
We didn't even like the thing they're doing. Like we did shit that we didn't care if it was cool or not. We just did whatever the fuck we want, right?
Just had fun.
So okay, we just to give it. We could go to this party, this girl's house. She's having this big old house party, right?
Yeah.
So we go to this party, and I don't even know why we were carrying around a fucking swank magazine, like a gross
porno mag, yeah.
Gross magazine. It was just disgusting, right?
Because kids, you got to think about it. You're all 15, 17-year-old kids.
And
like pussy.
At the parties, everybody's trying to be adult, right? Cool.
Yeah,
like
everybody's trying to be,
everybody's trying to be Carlos Barone. Like fucking cool. What's up, y'all? Drinking a beer. What's up, man?
Yeah.
Acting like you're an adult. But we're kids. Let's fucking act like we're fucking kids. Like this is stupid.
Let's have a good time.
So we go in the room. Me and Mr. Hyde fucking go in the room, and he's like, "Okay, I'm taking off all my clothes except his socks and his shoes." And he goes, "Take these, cut pictures out of these dirty magazines and tape them all over my back." So I said, "Okay, let's do it." So we cut out these fucking pussies and dicks and all kinds of shit, and tape it all over his back, and so. He's completely naked, no underwear, no nothing, fucking, and then
socks and shoes.
He's like, "This is cool, but it's not like
enough.
I need a cherry. I need a cherry on top of this fucking sundae." I was like, "What do we do?" He's all, "Go out there, don't worry about it. I got it." So I'm going out there. I was sitting there dressing him up, like getting him ready.
Yeah, putting his costume on. Yeah.
All of a sudden, the door busts open. He comes out completely naked, right? Starts walking around, drinking a beer.
We had to chub it up.
Yeah, fucking nudie magazines, pictures all over his body. And then he does a fucking spin. Spins around. And he just happens to have the girl's toothbrush hanging out of his ass. That's the toothbrush. And it was just walking around, fucking drinking, having a beer.
Acting like nothing's wrong.
Acting like nothing's wrong. And that was like, we used to do that. It was normal, right? We just normal. But it got to the point where people would say, you guys aren't welcome at the party.
Yeah, it's too much.
But you know what? That was the funniest shit to me. Like, I don't understand how you back then people were like, "Oh no, that's fucking stupid." Like, you guys are kids. We're 16 years old. We are kids.
Yeah. Well, one of the best things was like people are talking in a little group. You got 4 or 5 people talking, drinking their beers, whatever, and Hyde would just step in. To the conversation. It could be a group of cowboys or it could be the essays or whatever. Dude.
And then someone would try to grab him like, "Hey, get the fuck!" And Kai would fucking do a karate kick to their face, dude.
Oh, he's fucking.
Because he could brawl. The dude could brawl, right?
He's a ninja.
He's a ninja. Yeah. So people would try to fucking fuck with him, and then he would just fight. So he would fight him butt naked. He wouldn't fucking care. That wasn't an issue.
You don't want to fight a naked guy.
No,
you don't want to do that
because he don't care, right?
My another favorite that he did was we were at a bonfire out in the fucking country. I think it was Roberto's house.
Yep.
And he gets naked again, and he put a fucking beer bottle, put his dick
inside the beer bottle.
Yeah, he put his dick inside the beer
bottle. Squished it in there.
I don't know. I mean, magic. I don't know how else he did it. It was fucking magic. David Blaine shit, dude. And he's walking around the fucking fire with the fucking beer bottle on his dick, his nuts hanging to the sides, dude.
Yeah, and then somebody tried to fuck with him, right? And he started throwing karate kicks at him.
And then he's fighting in the dirt clods and shit on the field, fucking.
Except he had his socks on.
Yeah.
You know, remember that time in your room when your fucking cousin got out of prison?
Oh,
right?
fuck yeah.
And so Mr. Hyde's waiting in the fucking room by himself. So the lights are off. We turn on the lights. He's laying on the bed, butt naked, with a twig sticking out of his ass. And your cousin was a little bit older. He just got out of prison. He's like,
he's like 25, 26.
He said, oh, fuck, look at that. That looked good. Like, he started chasing him, right?
Yeah.
He started chasing him like, he's going to fuck him. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm fucking that.
Yeah. That's a good little ass right there, boy.
Nichols was running.
He was scared, dude. He was like, ah! You can hear these yelps,
just stupid shit like that, man. Remember when he put on Flory's sister's fucking two-piece bikini on?
Oh,
and Lester was chasing him. Lester was out of prison. He was chasing him.
He wanted to hit that dude.
Ooh, fucking Nichols have his balls hanging out of the two-piece. And
you mean Hyde, dude?
Yeah. At this point, I don't think everybody fucking knows.
It's
funny
cool,
shit,
man.
but those were the days, man.
Another story we touched on was I had a room that was outside away from my parents' house and shit, so it was like a shop that I lived in. Mm-hmm. And I had my own shower and stuff. Well, we had a party or something the night before, and it's on a school night, so I fucking wake up, go take a shower, fucking...
Oh, it wasn't even a party. I think it was just us.
Just hanging out or whatever.
So this guy goes to take a shower, right?
Yeah.
And so Mr. Hyde's in the room. His room's detached from the house, so he's like, fuck it. He just takes a shit in the corner of the room.
Yeah.
And then
shit in my room on the floor.
So he takes Fraser's bath towel, wipes his ass, cleans up the shit, throws it out, fucking puts the towel back in the corner. Monday comes, right? I think it was a weekend because Monday came and Fraser's coming towards us, just fucking barreling towards us. And whatever happens, it's me. It's Weller's fault, right?
Yeah, instigator,
I might not even have been there, but it's Weller's fault. And he said, who the fuck shit in my room? And I said, how do you know somebody shit in your room? Because he took a shower, and he went to dry himself off with a towel, and he wiped shit all over himself.
Yeah, there's shit all over me, dude. Fucking pieces of corn.
And he was so mad at me, and I was like, it wasn't me. It was Nichols.
Well, I knew who did it.
But it was like, but you are the one who's fucking brainwashing everybody. Yeah. I was like, no.
Puppet master, dude.
No.
The thing was, too, Mr. Hyde he wasn't a drinker. I mean, he would drink 2 or 3 beers, and if he drank like 3 beers,
maybe.
If he did drink 3 beers, though, he was fucking looped-de-dooped.
Yeah.
To the point where he just acted normal. Like he got rid of the fucking, the angst and shit he had pre-beers, and then once he had a couple beers, he just like normal, like, what's up?
Okay, the little longer story, the Rob Bass story is when we had a fucking like a party out my house in Thornton, right?
Oh yeah, I remember this, dude. What was it? Your 18th
birthday, right? So we're out in Thornton and there's nobody around, so we're just doing whatever the fuck we want, right? So all of a sudden I hear commotion in the fucking living room. I go in there and Rob Bass, who's about 3'2"?
Yeah.
And he's got, patches of hair. He looks like an alien, right?
He was a product of incestual relationship.
Right. And then
his grandpa and his dad are the same guy.
And then so Nichols, who's 6'2", both of them are completely naked in the living room wrestling. Yeah. Right? They're wrestling, fucking tangled up, fucking grab each other's balls, wrestling around, fucking fighting and shit. And some people left. Some people were like disgusted by it. Like, this is disgusting. I'm out of here. Yeah. I was like, what are you talking about? This is the greatest thing ever.
Epic. Best birthday present ever, dude.
So these guys feed fucking Rob Bass alcohol. I don't even think he's supposed to even fucking drink alcohol.
Dude, it was T-Bird.
They fucking
T-Bird.
Just fucking soaked. I mean, he drank and drank and drank and drank, right? So he fucking passes out. I mean, we wake up in the morning. So he's in my front lawn completely naked. He looks like a little alien.
He had a little, like, protruding pot belly like an Ethiopian kid.
Yes, with throw up all over. My dog was licking him with the throw up on. And then my mom came home. She's like, she didn't even go in the gate. She was like, is he dead? She's all, I'm leaving, and he better not be fucking dead.
Yeah.
And turned around and left. But you went out there to fucking save him, right?
Yeah. I went and picked his ass up, fucking brought him inside. We cleaned him down. Start doing chest compressions and shit. Nothing's working. So I start slapping him around. I was like, Bass, give me a word. You got to say something or I'm keep slapping your ass. And he fucking mumbles out. And he's like, And then we knew he was alive, so we were fucking happy and shit. I had fucking throw up on me and he peed on me, man.
Yeah, he peed on.
When I picked him up to take him inside, he fucking peed on me, man.
That's funny shit, dude.
This little guy, dude. I heard he's living in Oklahoma. He got married and shit, dude.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
Good, because he wasn't supposed to live that long, right?
Fuck, they always said that. I mean, great guy. People think he's slow or whatever. He wasn't. He had like bulletproof glasses.
Mm-hmm.
But he was a cool dude. Robert.
I was just reliving some of the old stories we told at our first shows.
Yeah, this past year. And then one of the other ones, I think I came up with it, man. Looks like it was on May 27th of last year. I had issues. I thought I might be an Asian man.
Oh,
I was
transracial.
Transracial, yeah.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Dude, it's real. It's real though, and I'm just really upset that you can't
accept it,
dude. Yeah.
All right, that's enough.
I mean, going on that, I got into an argument with the guy about it the other day. He was talking about how people go into prison or they go into the military for the sole purpose of getting sexual reassignment surgery.
Yeah, but I mean, it's that case like 1 in a million kind of cases.
I don't know, man, but I was thinking about it.
You hear one story and then it gets blown out of proportion where it's like, oh, fuck, man. They're trying to do it, man. They're trying to kill America. They're killing America.
Yeah, but you think about it, man. So here's what they do. Like, they start the process, and it may cost them, I don't know, $1,500, $2,000, whatever it is to start the process. Then they commit a crime, and they're going to jail for a year or something like that. Mm-hmm. So they just prove, hey, I've already started the process. I need to continue this, or, all this stuff's fucked up. And then the state of California is paying for it, man.
I don't know.
It was the way he laid it out to me. It was a pretty good game. I was like, fuck, I never thought that angle of it, but it was legit.
Well, he's taking advantage of the system, I guess. A system that's in place.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
Hey,
man.
we vote these fucking people in that create these laws, so there's no one to blame but ourselves, dude.
Dude, I know this was an old one, Prop 64. It had to do with emissions on gas appliances in California. And people don't know about it. You just see the prop or whatever. Oh, yes, no, whatever. Mm-hmm. And usually when it says, like, it's going to collect more taxes and they're going to give it to the children or whatever group, then I'm like, oh, okay, I'm good with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I do the same shit. But in the process, what they did was they made these really safe water heaters that are lit by piezo ignition rather than a match,
Okay.
But your old school water heaters will last fucking 25, 30 years. These new ones last like 5.
That's with everything. There's new electronics like cars, fucking everything. You and if they break down, you have to pay someone to service them because you don't know what the fuck's going on with all this computer shit, dude.
Dude, that's so when we just got a new car a few weeks ago, and when we got in there, it's all computer. Everything's fucking computer shit. I mean, it blew my mind. So when I'm driving it, I'm thinking like, what the fuck's gonna happen when this computer goes bad, or needs to be upgraded, or there's a virus, or something happens in the car? Right, the car's fucked. Right.
Right. Yeah.
So when I'm going through and the salesman's trying to sell me all the shit, I'm like, dude, give me the best fucking thing you have for all the electronic shit.
Oh, as far as warranty?
Yeah, because I know once the electronics goes bad on that, it's a fucking done deal.
But even those warranties are fucking scams because then, so we do that, we buy the warranty and then we'll say, okay, well, it's broken, we need you guys to fix it. Well, actually, in Section 7.2a, this particular fucking electronic thing is not covered because it's after. Like, what? There's always some loophole. People get out of everything, dude. It's just a fucking scam. I mean, we bought Sarah's, not the car she has now, the previous car. I mean, within, first year, the power steering goes out. So we're like, okay, we'll put a power steering pump. Well, there is no power steering pump. It's an electronic box that goes inside the fucking, and underneath, inside the car. It's no power steering pump. Yeah. It's electronic. So I'm like, so you got to buy a new computer for it. That's all it is. So it's $1,000 for a new computer. Well, we got a warranty. Well, no, because on this right here, it doesn't cover that warranty. What the fuck, man? Anything you buy a warranty on, it doesn't cover the exact thing it breaks down.
That's why I think somebody would really make a shitload of money if they did just cover everything that you're expecting. Like when they say bumper to bumper, right?
That's bumper to bumper.
Bumper to bumper. That means everything between this bumper and that bumper is covered.
Yeah.
So don't give me no fucking bullshit, dude.
Well, we did that.
You had an oil change that was 300 miles over the fucking.
Some bullshit. Like you were eating a mustard sandwich and you guys didn't put mayonnaise right, so we can't.
Yeah.
And that's what I told. What's funny is when we got our fucking cable. So we got the cable and we had AT&T, and then we're going through Walmart, and you know how they try to sell you a thing. I said we already have it. He goes, well, no, I can get you a better deal. And I was like, no, dude. I know you guys are fucking scammers. He goes, we're not in a fucking scammer. I go, well, you're gonna try to give me this fucking deal, and then 3 months from now, my it's gonna double what I'm paying now, and you're gonna say because I didn't put mustard on my bologna sandwich or something like that. And he goes, oh, and that's exactly what I said. And he goes, oh, we're not gonna say you didn't put mustard on your bologna sandwich, dude. So we end up signing up for it. Fucking 6 months go by, and we're paying the bill that they told us to pay, even though it's showing double on our statement, and they keep telling, we'll take care of it. So all of a sudden, we owe like $1,200. Because I said, no, we paid what with you. No, well, there is no such deal as that. That's what the lady told us. There is no deal than that. I'm like, no, the guy told us. Dude, I was on the phone for 2 hours. I'm like, you have to hang up on me because I am not getting off this fucking phone. I'm staying on this fucking phone till you give me the fucking deal that we signed up for. It took 2 hours for us to get a manager. He goes, sir, I'm going to bring up your contract that you had, but I guarantee we don't have a service like that. Brings it up. He's just like, So they did sign you up for that service you're talking about, but there is no such thing.
But it's your contract.
The salesman screwed up, so there is no such service. So we can't acknowledge that service, even though we signed the contract. I was like, what? So everything's a fucking scam, dude. No, everything in this fucking world is somebody trying to get over on you somehow.
Well, it's like I broke a window. Somebody idiot was shooting a BB gun inside the house. I'm not gonna say who it was.
Okay.
But somebody's shooting a fucking BB gun in the house, and they break a window. So I call up the window guy. I'm like, hey, you guys can put a window in? Yeah, it's going to be $900. I'm like, okay, fucking homeowners, right? Call homeowners. Hey, you guys can replace this window? Oh, yeah, it's covered. Yes, yeah. Well, what's the deductible? $1,500. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? So if I pay $1,500,
you get a $1,000 window.
Yeah, I'm $600 out if I just pay cash for it. So
right.
It's kind of set up where, yeah, we'll cover it, but you could probably pay for it yourself and not use the insurance.
That's everything. Deductible on your cars and everything. Yeah.
So then I said, well, what's the lowest deductible? So I'm checking the lower deductible, and it's fucking like, to get down to a $500 deductible, I'm talking $100 more a month.
Right.
For a $500 deductible. So I'm like, 1 year of nothing. I've been here, 9 years? I haven't had any claims.
Yeah.
I'm paying this shit. And you can't come out for a fucking window?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
It's all a scam, bro.
That's what I'm thinking, too, about car insurance. At what point, like, I haven't been in a wreck in... I can't even remember, dude, when I got in a wreck and used car insurance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But we've been paying it for, what, fucking 30 years?
And get in an accident. Get in an accident after you paid for 30 years, and then they'll fucking cancel you. They'll pay the insurance, and they'll cancel you. That's how it works, dude. It's the whole fucking... The whole economic system is so fucked up, dude, and people are just trying to take advantage of people through loopholes and shit.
Dude,
that's why
insurance is the biggest scam.
It's the biggest fucking scam. Why do you think our medical's so high? Why do you think car insurance is so high?
Yeah.
It's fucking. It's a scam, dude. It's all a fucking scam. But you know what? We still pay for it. We still pay these people to fucking be politicians, or we vote for them. The fucking lobbyists sitting there, they fucking garner up new fucking laws to make sure they make more fucking money. And we're so fucking brain structured to believe, no, this is the American way, or this is capitalism at its finest. Like, we're so structured to believe that. Like, no, you don't have to believe that. You could fucking change the way we believe.
Shit. Yeah, like I was telling the wife, I said, okay, so we got the 2000 that CTS paid off.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, look, let's just drop full coverage.
Mm-hmm.
Where we're paying like $600 every 6 months
for just liability.
Yeah, if we go to liability, we'll pay like fucking $300 every 6 months. But then if I get in a wreck, then my car's fucked. I'm just covering the other person's car.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's kind of a gamble, but
it is a gamble unless you start looking at the worth of your vehicle to the blue book value, and you're like, I'm not going to get no money anyways from this motherfucker. That's why when I had my other truck, my Toyota, I just put liability because I was like, wait, they're only going to give me fucking $500 for my car anyways,
Yeah.
right? So why would I have full coverage? What am I gaining by that? So then I just eliminate. But it's all a fucking hustle. You know, I don't care what it is, health insurance, your fucking electricity, your fucking food bill, whatever it is. There's a hustle involved in it.
It's car insurance pissed me off because with the new Escalade, so we had the old Escalade, right?
Mm-hmm.
We just got a new one. It's the same fucking car, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same. I mean, the engine's a little bit bigger now, but this new car, it's got lane assist. It's got fucking braking, like it will brake itself when you get too close to a car.
So it's safer.
It's way safer, dude. It's got fucking Christmas lights that go off when you do something wrong. If you start to get into a lane, the fucking seat rumbles and shit. And I'm telling the insurance lady this. I'm like, look, at this car is way safer than the other car I was driving. And my insurance went up $120 every 6 months for the new car. She's like, well, yeah, the other car was worth about $8,000, you know, and this one's worth $60,000. That's the difference. So now
Right.
you're paying. And I'm like, well, I understand the car difference, but I'm the same driver. The driver hasn't changed. Isn't that what you're driving is for your insurance?
Oh yeah, we play the insurance game. We fucking insurance goes up, we get another different insurance. Like they're not loyal to you. It's not like the old days where you knew your insurance guy and you knew we go from fucking Geico to fucking Progressive to from AAA to we just switch it around. We're just like, okay, what this is your price? Let's call around. We found a cheaper price. They're like, okay, bye. So we'll just get a cheaper insurance. That's what we do. We play the game, dude.
Yeah,
you got to play the game. I play the game.
I've had Horseman forever, dude, and it's because they're fucking cheaper.
Really?
I'm telling you, dude, if you haven't checked out Horseman, check it out, dude.
What's horse?
He was some teacher, and that's what it's built for, is like teachers and educators.
Oh, right. You told me about this. That's
yeah,
right.
man.
That's right.
And they got perks that fucking other people don't, and they just have to keep me. But now if you belong to a credit union, that's your way in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you belong to a credit union.
We golden one.
Yeah, so then you can get into Horseman through a credit union now.
Hmm.
But it's better, man. Life, home, auto, whatever. You'll check it out. When me and Michelle divorced, she got off of my insurance and then went to Geico. It was almost double.
Really?
It was almost double.
We switched we went from AAA to Geico. We paid a lot less.
Yeah.
And then once our daughter got, her license and stuff, Geico jumped up a lot. So we're like, fuck that, went to Progressive and it dropped down half. Like, where do they come up with these fucking prices, dude? Like, if this insurance here that you got, I think they think you're already there, so you're just going to accept it.
Yeah.
It'll double when you add a licensed driver, and you're like, well, fuck, I'm not going to pay this. Just go somewhere else. And then you go somewhere else. You have to play the fucking game, dude.
Well, that's the same way with banking. That's why I have 3 banks, dude.
Why?
Because what was free with my direct deposit and shit, check, it was free, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then they decide, oh, well, we're going to have to start charging you a monthly access fee or some other shit, Or I got charged for ATM card use at a different ATM.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, this is bullshit, So I got another bank. And they don't think that you want to go through the process of signing up for a bank. Waiting for checks, all that kind of shit.
Fuck it. I'll just tell Sarah, do me a favor. Let's switch over here. Take care of that, please.
Yeah. Yeah, you have her do the hard work.
Well, it's going to benefit us.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't spend no fucking money anyways. I just fucking put a check in the bank.
That's what I was telling her. Like, on our older car, she had, like, I want to say it was a 15% interest rate on her car.
Oh, wow.
Mine was like 6. And schools called me up. And they're like, hey, we see you have a couple car loans. You want to refinance the cars with us? And I'm like, I don't want to pay more. I owe like 2 years on this car. They're like, oh, that's fine. We're going to give you 2.99%.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, let's do this, whatever. Okay, you need my bank statements, my social security, whatever. Fucking, I went through it. I fucking changed the payment to like $80 a month, dude.
Oh, yeah, I got 3% on my truck. Yeah, that's the deal. Get low. I mean, I think, I tell my daughter, I said, the big thing about life is good credit.
Yeah,
that's the big thing because you have to have credit. You're going to buy a house. You're going to buy a car. You're going to buy all these things. And it's all going to be on credit because you're not going to pay cash for this shit. And the interest rate changes everything, right?
Fuck yeah, it does, man.
So you have to have good credit.
Hey, you hit 800. You walk into any store with an 800 credit score. You got whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want. They're like, yeah. It's like, oh, yeah, we love you.
Anything above like 730 is like
a
good credit score.
They're on your ass. So once you hit 800, they'll fucking... Walked into Fry's and I was looking for a TV and shit, and they're like, "Oh, well, you don't have any credit here at Fry's." Like, fuck it, whatever, run my shit. Okay, you got a $9,000 credit limit. What do you want to buy? Like, fucking, I still want the same TV I was looking at. I don't want, I don't want fucking
You know,
anything else.
but this whole thing with your taxes, your insurance, all this, they make you play a game where you're trying to figure out ways to fucking cut corners and fucking say cheat, loopholes and cheat, try to figure out how to make it. And it sucks for the middle class, but you got to do it. I mean, I was just telling you about, and you can look it up for yourself, that the Amazon's made $11 billion last year, and they're not paying one dime in federal tax. You know, they're paying corporate tax, but they're not paying federal tax. So, I mean, but if I was to try to figure out a way to fucking loop around this, they'd be like, you're getting audited. Like, you know.
You're going to jail, dude.
Yeah, you're going to jail, right? So, but I mean, and then everybody's like, well, you should be honest. How if you're honest 100%, how are you going to fucking make it? How are you gonna, if you don't try to figure out loopholes, you doing whatever you're doing with this, you know, the LLC, you're trying to find a way to make it work for you, right? Yeah. That's the middle class is only trying to find a way to make it work for them. And I think we should support each other in the middle class, just instead of fucking knocking each other down. Oh, this fucking guy, you know, he's tired to take advantage of it. No, let's fucking figure out each way to make it work for each other, because the people that are getting the social programs, and I'm not saying it's cool to be poor, because that's terrible to be fucking poor, but there is a lot of programs for them.
Being poor is a choice, though, man.
For the people, I don't agree with that, but whatever. For the
how could you not? If you work, you work.
Right. In California, you could fucking do your best, and you haven't. I mean, you're doing your best you can, and you could barely fucking make it. No. I mean, I know what I do. I know what I make, and I'm just fucking paying my bills, and I do pretty well.
But you have a team. You have a wife that's helping you do that too.
Right.
Like my son, we went shooting yesterday and shit, and he's talking to me. He's like, Dad, I don't know how I'm gonna buy a house. He says, I don't think a single person can go buy a house by themselves now. And I said, well, the only way to do it is to fucking climb that ladder. You know, if you're making $20 an hour, you need to make the next climb where you're making 25, and then get a better job where you're making 30. Right. But you know, no way on minimum wage could you fucking afford to buy a new car, let alone a house.
No, yeah, I was talking to a friend of ours that I went out to dinner with last night, and they're renting, and they're looking into buying a house, and both of them make pretty good fucking money, right? So they're looking within the 350 range, whatever. So their payment, because they're not going to put fucking 60 grand down, so their payment, they're going to put like 3% on FHA. Their payment's going to be around $3,000 a month, right? And they're like, that's just working to pay our fucking mortgage, like. So they're like, or you can fucking wait till it crashes, or you could buy in a bad area.
That's like, what I told my son. I said, you can buy, but you're gonna have to buy over by fucking Taco Flats.
Who wants to? I mean, you have to compromise, and people use like, okay, well, I can rent a nice place for a little bit cheaper, live in a nice, go to better schools, or I can try to buy something and just work just to pay my mortgage, or wait till it crashes.
I give my son the game plan, and all the kids are coming over today for Granny Sam's birthday, but I'm going to give them the same game plan. I'm going to say, look, get into a condo. You buy a condo.
Condos are $350 right now, bro.
You could still buy them in Lodi for like $110, $120, dude.
No, I'm looking. We looked in West Sac and in that area.
Well, yeah, you're looking West Sac. I'm talking off Turner Road right there in Lodi, right?
All the ones over there, they're like $350, $360 for it's an apartment. A condo is just an apartment.
That's what it is.
Sold apartment.
But I told him, I said, look, you get in on this condo. And better yet, you have a roommate. You get a 2-bedroom condo. You get a roommate. They're paying half of your mortgage for you, right? I mean, that's the way to go. And then you're building equity. Once you got all that equity or you own that condo, then you flip that bitch into a house.
Yeah, you can. I mean, that's what we're doing with our daughter, is that when she graduates, have her stay with us for a year, save up all her money, and then go out. She could buy a house. She could fucking buy a condo. She could just, and she'll be on the right foot. But it is hard. And I tell people, and they're like, no, it's not. It is hard just to all of a sudden leave your parents' house, get a job, and try to make it. You're just paying bills. You're just surviving the whole fucking time. I mean, you could make fucking $25, $30 an hour and just barely be making it, dude.
Well, I remember this, dude. When I first moved out, we moved into a studio down in Lodi. I was making like $450 an hour, and our rent was $280 a month, right?
$280 a month?
$280 a month.
For rent?
Yeah.
What the fuck was this?
This was 92.
Huh?
Yeah.
I never heard of that.
We had a studio, dude. It was a room with a kitchen and a fucking a bathroom. And then it had a Murphy bed that turned out and came out of the wall. I think Curtis and Flory came over. A couple, Sean came over. A few people came over and checked it out. But I remember it was $280 a month. Our PG&E was like fucking, because it was gas and electric there. It was like $30 a month. But we were both working minimum wage jobs, barely fucking making it, dude. I mean, every 2 weeks, or by the time we're waiting for our check to come in, we're rolling up pennies and shit like that to try and buy bread and make shit work, dude.
Yeah.
We're both working, and it's the same way now. I mean, they make more per hour now,
But the bills
but the
are-
cost of shit's
I
different.
think it's even higher now. I think the separation is even more. I think the cost of living is higher than the wages now, especially in California.
Well, remember we used to have 29-cent or 19-cent hamburger stand. Then it went to 29-cent hamburgers right there off of West Lane and fucking Hammer.
I don't
You don't
know.
remember hamburger stand right there?
Mm-mm.
They were like McDonald's hamburgers, but it was a black and white hamburger stand. But that's what I'm saying. Even McDonald's hamburgers back then were like, what, 49 cents, 59 cents?
Yeah, but I mean, it's if you go grocery shopping and you shop right, but even still, I mean, we spend $250 a week, somewhere around there, in groceries.
I'd say about $1,000 a month. That's
Yeah, about
right.
$1,000 a month is what we budget. I figure in my thing, I figure about $1,000 a month, and we probably spend more. We probably we got to go constantly to the store. Well, we're out of toilet paper, we're out of fucking laundry detergent, we're out of this, So you're spending more, and that all counts towards your groceries. So don't get it twisted. That's all part of groceries.
Yeah, it's part of household goods.
Yeah, so it's expensive. Just say $1,000 right there. That comes out right initially, and then your rent, mortgage, whatever. It's anywhere from around $2,000 a month.
Yep.
So that's $3,000 right there. You still got to get fucking health insurance. You still got to get car insurance. You have a car payment. You have electrical. You have cell phone bills. You have fucking cable. You have all this other shit that you got to pay. It's fucking adds up, dude. Pretty fast.
Adds up quick, dude.
Quick.
And that's why you got fucking most Americans living in credit card debt, dude.
You are, because if you start out fucked up, it's so hard to get back in a good position, right? It's really hard. It is hard to get back. But if you start out on a good foot, like I've known people that their in-laws have put a down payment on their house for them, or they came out when they bought the house, they were 180, 160, and they put a small amount down. But now, with the prices of houses being so high, it's hard for young people to unless you have parents that start you out on a good foot, dude.
Well, like a lot of guys at work, they put their kids through college, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they didn't get scholarships, nothing like that. They're putting their kids through college.
Yeah.
I tell them, I said, look, man, I'm living proof. It's better for me in my job. These guys that went to fucking Christian Brothers or Jesuit, and then they went to UOP or they went to Davis, got degrees and shit, they're working with me.
Yeah.
The same fucking job.
Yeah.
But they're $100,000 in debt because of college and shit, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And I said, look, and all this money you're kicking down to your kids now to pay the $100,000 to go to college. If you would have put that down on a house for them, they'd be better off.
Or it's good to go to college, dude. There's nothing wrong with it. You just have to have a directive. Like, you have to have a focus. Like, okay, I'm gonna be a psychologist, or I'm gonna be a fucking pharmacist.
I understand that, but these people are just going to school to
get a general fucking thing. I don't know. I think that's more normal than the people. That's why I've told you. I think my daughter has a little resentment towards me, and I was like, no, you get a specific degree in accounting.
Yeah.
So you become accountant. You don't have to do. You can get a job in a place where you can become a money manager, or you can get different jobs. But you're coming out of college with a degree and a job already there. So now you can start making money. You're generating money, right? And then if you want to do something else, you can. That's okay. But don't go with because initially she wanted to do a human resource degree.
Yeah.
And that's easy to get, right? You get a degree up here. You can always do that human resource job, right? But you want to get something specific. But
basically all you need is a graduation certificate saying you graduated from this college, regardless of degree.
Yeah.
As long as you graduated from this college, then you have a MA or a BA or whatever it is, right?
Uh-huh.
That's that's what's selling. You know what I mean? That's what's selling.
And what I found out with her especially is that it's college. The big part of it is the networking you do with the people that you go to school with, right?
Yeah.
So she goes to this internship. Well, a girl she played basketball with, she's the one walking her through the internship. She says, "Hey, do this, and this, and you could get. They'll hire you." So I went to school with this person. So the people you meet will get you jobs. The people you go to college with will fucking, hey, remember we went to college together? Hey, I got this opening. I mean, networking is a big deal.
No, especially if they're super ballers.
Yeah.
If you got super baller friends, I mean, look, we got one, dude.
Who's that? Curtis?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not sharing none of his wealth, dude.
I know, but that's part of the Punjabi
he's
religion,
part,
dude.
him and Lee Big, they're part of the elite. They're part of the elite.
They're the cabal, dude.
What's that?
The cabal, the part of the fucking deep state, the fucking Illuminati.
That's true. That's true. That's true. They do own like, but 90% of the property owned in Galt is owned by the Liebigs and the Skinners.
The Skinners, and then South Lake Tahoe, I think they have close to 30 properties up there.
That's
so.
Yeah, that's true. Well, fuck.
I mean, when you're Dianne Feinstein's one of your neighbors, you're balling, dude.
Yeah, they're talking about how they support Reagan, but they won't trickle down that money to us.
Well, Kurt was saying too that they're talking about changing the color of blue, right? They're going to change that color nationwide.
Anyway,
they can do it. They got money, dude.
There was our ramble on.
What are we going to roll on, dude?
Let's talk about what it takes to be a man. What is the definition? We talked about women.
Yeah, which we know nothing about.
I think we got it figured out.
No, that's the feedback I got from my wife. Like, why the fuck are you going to talk about women? You don't know shit about women. You should have a woman on there if you're going to talk about women.
Yeah,
and I said, look, this is our show. It's our perspective. It's what we... It's our...
But we're using scientific fact, Fraser. So we've got science on our side.
I know. I mean, that's a part of it. The truth is the truth. You know? That's part of it. But I'm trying to tell her it's from our perspective. We're not saying this is fucking the end-all be-all of women. This is just from two married guys that have lived life.
Who are very, very smart.
I mean, intelligent, sexy, fucking counterproductive to each other.
So what does it take to be a man, right? What is the definition of a man? Because it's definitely changed since fucking our fathers, our great-grandfathers, our great-great-grandfathers.
Well, I like to think I'm the same kind of man that my dad was, but I don't think I'm the same kind of man my grandpa was.
So what's important to you as far as being a fucking leader in your household, a man in your household? What's important? What do you want your son to portray?
Well, I think number one is, I want him to be courteous to women.
Right. Respectful to all people.
Like I've told him, I said, hey, you're going to get in a point or you're going to date some girl where she's going to want to fight, and not just fight verbally, but she's going to fucking come at you physically.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be man enough not to hit her, regardless of how bad it hurts when she hits you.
I 100% agree, dude.
And it's tough, because I've been there with my wife, and she throws Floyd Mayweather fucking haymakers and shit at me. I mean, it's been years, because that was part of our process growing up together, too, but... Number one, don't fucking hurt a woman.
Never.
That's part of being a man.
I think you get minus points once you fucking less points of being a man once you hit a woman.
Well, I've heard this point of view though too, argued right here at my house.
Go ahead.
By somebody.
Tito, Jason.
It was Marcos Troll's little brother. I'm just skipping on his name.
Oh, okay.
But he was saying, basically, if a woman steps up and wants to hit me, she wants to act like a man, then she could get hit like a man.
That's fine. That's your... When I was talking to somebody the other day, I'm like, you can say or do whatever you want, but you have to suffer the consequences of it. Yeah. Right? You're a fucking woman abuser. You're a spouse. You're a fucking... To me...
But is it abuse if you're defending yourself?
But, okay, so there's ways to defend yourself. It's like, grab her, hold her down, tell her to calm fucking down. But to fucking sit there and trade punches or fucking slap her or fucking get on top of her and start fucking hitting her... that to me, that's just my opinion. I don't think that's a fucking real man. A real man can, and first of all, an adult should be able to control their emotions. That's the difference between children, and that's what I was to explain to my kids. Difference between children and adults is that the difference is the maturity level. You're supposed to be able to control your emotions.
But I think that you got to throw other shit in there, like if you're drunk or she's drunk, you're drunk, right? Your mental ability to reason has been compromised because you're fucking drunk.
Okay, so... Okay.
I wouldn't say loaded, because if you're loaded, I don't think people fucking fight when they're loaded, dude. I don't remember that ever going down.
You mean like high?
Yeah.
Oh, when they're just like, dude, you're crazy.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
But think about it, man. You never see fucking stoners getting into fights, dude.
Okay, so we established that fucking not hitting a woman... is like not manly.
I think that's part of being a man, is not hitting a woman, dude.
But I think we have so many stigmas of what's being a man. Like what we were talking about when I was telling you right before about, like say somebody at work says, it's bullshit if you fucking, have this emotional discussion with your children about how they feel, about what their feelings are. And then at the same token, if I have somebody at work that's complaining about a fucking guardrail or something, a stairs not being fucking properly, To me, that's not being a fucking man. I'm like, what the fuck are you complaining about? That's not man shit. A man shit will be like, fuck it, work through it, work through the weather, work through that. That's a fucking man. Not if you have a conversation with your child about how they feel.
Well, see, those man things, and I agree with you, man. Fucking get the job done, right?
Right. Stop complaining. I mean, we've gone so far with safety and all this fucking bitch shit. And I'll call it bitch shit. Like, you're so fucking worried about all this fucking bitch shit. But you're a man because you don't hug your child or you don't tell him you're proud. Like what happened to that? Like, no, fuck that.
I want to float on that, man, because fucking with the safety shit, I agree. There's you should have safety. That should be in your mind. You want to go to work and come home the same person.
Fuck it.
No. But what I'm saying is they take it to the nines. Like fucking. Oh well, it's raining. I might slip. I might fall or this and that. I can't really work in the rain. Fuck you. Get the job done.
That's what I'm talking about.
Or we got an inclement weather clause where if it's over 100 degrees, then it's unsafe and unhealthy to breathe the air. Are you fucking kidding me?
What's funny is that I had the fucking conversation with my son yesterday. So we go to Home Depot and we're going to have to buy a washing machine, right? So, I mean, the first person's rude. The second person's rude. The third person's fucking rude. Like, they're fucking, like bothered. And these are guys, dude. And my son, he noticed it. He was like, that guy just blew us off. The other guy didn't even look at us. And I'm like, the guy was right there in the aisle. And I said, see that guy right there? That's not a fucking man, son. I go, a man would look at you and explain to you where this was. And the guy looked at me like, what? Who the fuck you talking to? And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm teaching my son how to be a fucking man. You're complaining about work. And I appreciate everybody who does their job. Like, if you have a job, I think that's a good thing. You're contributing to the economy, whatever. But I work for a living. Like, I earn a fucking living. Like, I fucking work construction. We fucking earn a living. So I know what it means to work, to really fucking work, right? And you're telling me this fucking guy at Home Depot is bitching about his fucking job. I'm having an attitude today because I'm just fucking stressed out. I'm like, that's not a fucking man right there, right? That's a fucking bitch who can't fucking look up, take his time, and he's not working his ass off. Like, come on, dude, you're physically fucking putting shit in a fucking aisle. So give me this respect we deserve as fucking customers and say, hey, sir, what did you need? No, that's what I'm explaining to my son. That's not a man. But a man is also okay, and I told him to tell your kids you love them, that you're proud of them. Like, hey, what's bothering you? You look like something's bothering you. That still can be a man. Like, there's...
Well, another one for me is... if you talk to somebody, look them in the eyes. If you shake somebody's hand, look them in the eyes. I hate it when you go, hey, how you doing? You go shake somebody's hand and they're like this. Oh, hey.
And they go like this with the soft fucking handshake?
Yeah. I mean, I know nobody old schools it anymore and just fucking crushes your hand like old boys used to do.
You're supposed to. When I was a kid, my grandfather said, he showed me, this is how you shake a man's hand. And he kept doing it. And that's just in my head. My God, I embedded it in my son. And when you shake his hand, people will go like, whoa, look at your grip, because he'll squeeze hard. And I said, no, that's what you do. You don't do it with the woman. But you do it with the man. You shake a man's hand. You don't have to.
If it's a woman, you grab her pussy. That's what
you grab by the pussy. No, you don't do that. No, but how many guys have you shook their hands and it's like that soft, like, hey, how's it going? Like,
no, it's like.
What the fuck? Did you learn how to shake hands?
Dead fish. They're just.
Ew, fuck! I hate that. I just get fucking chills.
That's when I grab them. I go, yeah. I shake it hard, like yeah.
And we grab balls all the time. There's nothing wrong with that. That's still being a fucking
gay.
man.
That's not gay.
No, that's being a real man. Like, come on, man.
I think though the society has made this, and like you see it now, they talk about toxic masculinity, right?
Okay.
Like that's an issue.
Break it down.
Like it's toxic masculinity, and that's what these kids are learning. And my boys, like we went shooting this stuff yesterday, they're in their 20s, and they got none of that shit, none of that toxic masculinity talk. I just tell them, hey, fucking, it is what it is, and some people aren't going to be okay with you fucking saying you like to drink regular beer. You should drink light beer, or you need to drink fucking craft beers or shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I get that all the time. People are like, oh, you drink Coors Light, you're not a man.
Yeah.
I was like, you could drink whatever the fuck you want. I guess break it down to the simplest form, and what I tell my son is a man is a guy who takes care of his family. Yeah. If you go and you take care of your family...
What if you don't have a family, though, man?
Well, then he's not a real man.
So you're not a real man unless you're married and have kids, dude.
I had this fucking discussion with my brother. I was like, dude, you don't understand what it feels like when your kid gets a good grade or does good in sports or something. You'll never, if you don't have children, he's all, well, that's your thing. That's not my thing. I'm like, but you never know what it feels like until you fucking do it.
Yeah.
Then you feel like, fuck, I'm accomplished. Like, I raised that fucking kid. Look at how respectful they are, or whatever they do. Like, you're proud of that. You're like, I fucking raised a fucking human being. Like, but that's why I tell my son, at the end of the day, you could drink Coors Light. You could go on you could be a vegan. You could fucking do whatever you want.
But does a man smoke Capris? Or does he smoke
Fuck
Marlboro?
yeah. I fucking drink a fucking soda with my pinky out.
No, that's proper.
Fuck,
That's proper.
fucking man. But I told him, as long as you take care of your family and you don't fucking disrespect women, you don't handle women, that's being a man, right?
Yeah, no, I get it. For me, my issue, like I said, is with these guys that are fucking, they put, like you said, safety in the forefront. Rather than getting the job done and accomplished, we need this shit done today. It has to be done today by 5 o'clock or whatever.
Get it done by all means necessary.
Get it fucking done.
Yeah, 100%.
You may not have your earplugs. You may have forgot your fucking safety goggles.
God, I fucking hate
or your
that.
fucking breath mask or whatever that you were supposed to have to comply and do this job. Get the fucking job done.
That's it. We got a new assistant superintendent of the project, and he's always talking. Hey, did you guys get the new NR15 mask because of the dust control? I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here with all your bullshit. The guys have a scarf, have a fucking bandana. They'll put it over their mouth. They'll fucking keep working. The fuck are you worried about that shit for? You know, the proper exit signals. And I'm like, dude, what happened to you?
Yeah.
What the fuck happened to you? When did you become not a fucking man, dude? And a man can say whatever he wants. A man can feel, you know what? I will tell somebody I love them at work because I love them, you know? Yeah. And I feel the uncomfortability of people when I tell them that. I do it all the time, dude. I'll be on the phone with like a truck driver, right? Deliveries. And so he'll go, okay. And I'm trying to explain something to him. And I'll kind of be an asshole sometimes because I'll get frustrated. And at the end of the conversation, I said, hey, but you know I love you, right? And the guy's like, okay, I'll see you in a couple hours. They don't know what to fucking say. But
here's one of my peeves too. So you have guys that work inside. That's what they do. They work inside in an office.
Which is okay.
Right? I mean, that's what they do.
That's okay.
But to me, you're pushing paper. You know what I mean? You're not part of the process. You're not fucking out there, blood, sweat, and tears, fucking putting in the work.
But that's okay because you have a job.
No, I understand that. But to me, that's not a man job.
Okay, I've had this discussion before, and I've got into it with people before, and I've learned to say no. Everybody has a different. Do I want my son out there working like that? No, I want him working fucking behind a desk or be an architect or an engineer. That's what I want. I don't want him working like fucking me. This is fucking stupid.
Yeah, but by your meaning of man, you're talking about man. Or are you talking masculinity? Is that a masculine job?
Ooh, man, that's tough, man.
Like, do you think this is a man thing? We're doing a podcast. You think this is man shit?
It is. You know why it's a man thing? Because two men are doing it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, man. I don't think this is a fucking. I don't.
This is something our great grandfather and grandfather would be like, "What the fuck are you guys discussing your emotions for?" Right? Right, yeah. I agree. But that's what I'm saying.
My grandpa would probably say this is fairy shit. That's what he would say. This is fairy shit.
100%. My grandpa's still alive. He would be like, what the fuck? When did you become a woman? Yeah. Right? You're discussing your feelings? But that's what I'm saying. We've evolved. We could be men. But when you say those jobs have to be done. I have no problem with that. No. All I'm saying is that, I see what you're saying, but I'm saying is, like, this old guy, Jerry Sherrill, used to work with us. I have a certain level of respect for him because the guy worked his ass off. He's 70 years old, never borrowed a dime, fucking barely can move his fingers. If he asked me, hey, you got two guys in there. You got a fucking guy who's 60 years old, 70 years old, fucking worked in an office all his fucking life, and Jerry Sherrill fucking busted his ass his whole life, never borrowed a dime, fucking just can't even bend over. I see them at a party. I'm saying, Jerry, you need a beer? You need me to do something for you? That other guy can get his own shit. That's right. And I'm not demeaning his fucking manhood, but I'm saying this is somebody I admire. Those people are dying off.
But this is what I'm saying. Okay, take this job, right?
Let's take this job and shove it.
I ain't working here no more. Okay, so you got a firefighter, right? Guy that's outside fighting fires and shit, right? Mm-hmm. And you got a dispatcher, a fire dispatcher.
There we go with the dispatchers.
No, I'm just going the two jobs, right?
I got you.
So on the man code or the manscape, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the more masculine or the more man job?
What's the more man job? When the building burns down, the guy who comes in and rebuilds that fucking building.
No. See, you're throwing fucking. You're going typical liberal. You're bringing something else, dude.
I'm not saying liberal. I'm saying the guy who comes in.
You know as well as I do. The fireman that's out there in the fire with the hose, all that kind of shit, is doing the man shit, right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Take another one, like you said. You have a construction worker that builds a house, right?
Right.
Or the architect that drew it.
They
both have a part in the process of building the house.
Hey, I talk to engineers all the time. I talk to architects. And in my back of my head, I'm thinking I have to tone down my language. I can't talk like I normally do on the site.
Yeah.
And in the back of my head, though, I'm like, dude, stop acting like you know what you're talking about. You fucking bitch, dude. Fucking stop.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Or when the engineers come out and walk it, and they'll be like, oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. And I'm like, bitch, you try to fucking do that. But you have to kiss their ass. You have to be, oh, yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, like, and they're always fucking little weird, soft fucking dudes. They're like, yeah, you know, that's right there. It's not going to work. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, no problem. In the back of my head, I'm like, get the fuck out of here, you fucking bitch.
Because when we fucking make this, then we're going to do what I'm saying.
I'm going to fucking bury that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Get back in your fucking,
Here's another
get
one.
back in your Prius and get the fuck out of here.
Here's another one that gets me is like union representatives, right? The union guys, they don't work anymore. They might have at one point, and I respect that. If they put in 15, 20 years working and then become a union steward or something like that, right?
15 years? I need 25 out of you.
Okay, well, we got guys that have worked the job 2 or 3 years, and now they're fucking on the union side.
I need 25 years. I always say I need 25 years before you become a real man.
I've seen a bunch of these guys come in, and they'll work the job for 5 years, and then they go to the management side of shit because they're not workers. They're not fucking the fucking grunts of the army. You know, they're not the guys that are out there fighting the war. They're the ones inside.
Yeah,
and they serve their purpose and they serve their job. But on the man scale, I don't. If you're a paper pusher and you're wearing fucking 3-inch fucking logger boots and shit and dressing the part, flannel shirt, fucking all the shit.
Okay.
But you push paper.
Right. As a person who's done both, as far as like being in an office reading plans and being in the field working, right? Because I still have to be out there working sometimes, and when I do it, when I'm out there laying out or something. At the end of the day, I feel good. I feel like, okay, fuck it. I feel, and I feel like everybody that I work with is like the guys are like, oh, okay, well, he's part of us. But when I feel like the days that I have downtime or I'm looking at plans or I'm doing fucking like a takeoff or I'm fucking ordering material, I feel kind of like a bitch. I feel like these guys are looking at me like, we're out here doing this. Why can't you be out here doing this? I feel like I'm getting that vibe, and that's the vibe that is going on. But
I think what society's trying to do, though, is try to give the paper pusher the same amount of credit as the guy that's throwing nails.
No, you can't.
No, they are.
I know, but you can't.
And a big part of that is because look at the Silicon Valley influence, right? Especially here in California. These guys they're not outside at all. They're consistently inside. They're inside at their job. When they go home, they're inside there. They go to a bar, they're inside the bar there.
I'm an asshole a lot of times, okay? So but when I'm driving by a building, and people get so mad at me when I say this, like fucking restaurant or hotel that we did or apartments, whatever, when we're driving by, I say, I built that building, right? Yeah. I physically was laying out. I physically maybe figured out the decks. I walked with all the doors and windows, and I did that build. I honestly feel like I built that fucking building. Now we have the guys who did a lot of the physical work and the fucking getting the building up and whatever. But I know that we drive by there, and everybody, I said, there's 500 people. I was like, DJ, there's 500 people say they built that building. But really, in real time, I'm the only one that built that fucking building. Yeah. Like, we drive by there, I did that. Everybody else can take credit for it, but I did that motherfucker. Yeah. So, my man legacy is already fucking solidified, bro.
Yeah.
That fucking, you can't do nothing about it. I've been doing this for 25, 30 years. I can go to another level of supervision, and I'm comfortable, dude. I did my shit. Like, I've got fucking permanent calluses. I've become, my son's seen me be a man, but I can still do this. I can still talk about my emotions, right? I feel more comfortable doing this now because I've done that.
That's what I'm thinking, though, is that the thing of being a man, or like, you're a good man, right?
Right.
it encompasses so much more than it used to. Because back in the day, a man fucking used a shovel, dug a hole. That was his job, right?
Right.
He's a man doing man work.
Right. Working on the railroad. Whatever.
The guy running the crew, giving the commands, all that kind of shit. Every one of them workers looked at him like, you're a fucking pussy.
They do.
You know what I mean?
100%. They do.
So I think being a man comes down to perspective too, because...
But you need those people. You need those people. You need the project supervisors. You need the bankers. You need those jobs have to go. I mean, you can't have one without the other. 100% agreed. But I still think there's a level of respect for certain what certain men are. Like he is. I look at fucking bricklayers and I'm watching the old fucking guy who does block walls. And I'm like, that's a fucking man. That's a real fucking man.
Here, let me give you another one. So like a real man or a man's man, right? Maybe that's what it is. A man's man.
Right.
Fucking throws horseshoes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't play fucking Fortnite.
I never got in video games, so I always say that
I was into video. I played Madden all the time.
Big.
The two things are completely different. And a man's man throws horseshoes. He doesn't play fucking video games.
Yeah, I know. I don't play video games, but you know what? Yes, I couldn't see myself as a parent, as a father, sitting in the house on the weekends playing video games. I couldn't see myself doing that. I think I would look kind of weak.
Or a man's man rolls a joint, right?
Right.
He doesn't use a vape pen.
Well...
See, no, it's because your manhood is bleeding into the other side. Now,
I know.
That's why
I don't do either. But I'm just saying that
you see what I'm saying, dude?
100%, bro, 100%.
Like, a man's man fucking drinks Budweiser, not Bud Light.
But like I said, I've already solidified who I am by working for a living. But okay. This is what I say. Some people make a living. Some people earn a living, right? I earned a living my whole life. I earned a living. So I earned the right to fucking talk to you about this shit. I earned the right to fucking express my emotions. I earned the right to tell somebody I love them. I earned that fucking right.
So what you're saying is you used to be a man.
I used to be a man. Now I'm distinguished.
You graduated.
Yeah, I'm a real fucking man.
Fuck, dude. We're way past, dude.
It's all good.
Good topic, though. Hopefully our wives will agree we know something about being men.
He's a real man.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not a man. I don't know if I'm going to hear the end of that, dude. Hey, remember to hit subscribe. This is our first year anniversary. Hopefully we got many more. Hopefully this shit keeps going, bud.
All right. Next Sunday.
Oh, shit. Go, IT guy. Come on.